I got to talk about Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh is a former congressman. He is a there's really, you guys got to forgive me, and maybe I apologize. Maybe I don't really mean it because I'm going to say it anyway. He is most certainly a bitch ass. There's really no other way to explain it. Joe Walsh tweeted this out today, and yeah, you got to see it to believe it. He said, on November 8th, I'm voting for Trump. On November 9th, if Trump loses, I'm grabbing my musket. You in? And immediately following that, somebody replied with this tweet saying, Joe Walsh freedom, let's do this, tweeting a picture of 246 weapons. Then when he had to explain what he was talking about, of course, he said, I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about rallying, protesting, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't think there's anything I even have to say about this from a guy who probably would not protest against someone slapping his wife. Somebody who's going to lock his door as soon as he passed through the hood. Someone who's so chicken shit, he probably would never go to a war that he would vote for us to go to. Wants to talk about a revolution. This is really the strength. And I read an article by Carl Baer in the Baltimore Examiner, and he talked about the real reality is we don't have anything to worry about when it comes to these chicken shit Republicans who always talk about a revolution, because the truth of the matter is they can't even get a revolution off of their couches. So thankfully, people like this, their revolution is limited to Twitter. The problem is, though, is that you are encouraging someone who probably doesn't have all their scruples, all of their mental faculties, someone who is probably emotionally distraught, someone, if nothing else, they just take you at your word, and they are more radical than you. Maybe they don't have a mental disorder. Maybe they just seriously believe that you mean what you say, Joe Walsh. And then they take it upon themselves to go and be the radical revolutionary that you are too cowardly to be. So even though we don't have anything to worry about from cowards like Joe Walsh, the fact of the matter is he is inciting, he's speaking to tens of thousands of people, and somebody in his audience might just be dumb enough to actually pick up a weapon. Hopefully they find a musket and pick up a musket, but I digress. The point is, this is the type of imbecile that is championed as a hero and actually has a platform with people listening to him. There really, quite literally, there's nothing else to say about that, but Joe Walsh is a bitch ass, and that's it. Good night.
The Benjamin Dixon Show is only possible with listener support. Go to www.thebenjamindixonshow.com to register for our blog, join the Progressive Army, and support The Benjamin Dixon Show. It's Ben Dixon! If you like this episode, be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Consider becoming a Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/The BPD Show and support The Benjamin Dixon Show.